Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're back with part 13 of Ostranauts. Two more to go is my goal. So, whatever we can wrap up in that time, uh, that's what we're going to do. I was able to fix the tooltip problem by just a simple restart, not a restart, just reload. I do want to show you real quick what I actually do in order to run what is a uh, Windows game on a Macintosh. It'll only take a few seconds, and then we'll jump right back into the game. So the first thing is this. You're actually the screen capture is one of my monitors, which is plugged into my MacBook Pro. Uh, this is the key to everything. Is this program crossover? It costs you about $75. There's a 7-day free trial to figure out if it works on things that you're interested in working on. Uh, Inside of that, I have what is a Windows version of Steam as opposed to my regular Mac version of Steam with all my normal games on it. Um, so this only shows the three Windows games that I have. And it's Lucky Marine Games' fault that I have Manor Lords there. Um, the other two are the fault of Quill 18. And so the 70 three free trial is awesome. I encourage you to use it because it just makes sure that what you want to do will work before you commit to paying for it. I think it's well worth the price if it gives you an access for a few programs that you wouldn't otherwise that you want, but otherwise you wouldn't be able to run on your machine. It certainly is cheaper than buying a second machine just to run some games on. Uh, so one thing I wanted to show you real quick is you can actually, because uh, rebooting is the way to solve most problems in Windows games. If you have to, you can actually simulate a reboot without actually having to reboot your computer, which I think is ironic. Um, so, moving on, um, we've already launched the game itself, so this is all in the background now. And I'll bring Ostranauts back and make it full screen. We're ready to unpause and get rolling. And give me a shout out in chat if anybody's there. Other than myself, of course. All right, so unpause. Let's finish our little mini quest here by going back to talk to Sebastian. Actually, I don't even think we need to, but let's just go check. No, we don't have anything. We don't have anything to do here. Let's look at our. We keep resolving these, but the number doesn't seem to go away. Uh, Mercy. Didn't we just? Oh, she's on the flotilla, which we're not going to head out to right now. Brandon, where are you? Okay, this is also off station. We could knock this one out just by literally walking into in the embassy on on commercial, which should have done while we were there talking to that person just a moment ago. Francis, where are you? Yeah, the flotilla. Ricardo. It's probably out in the, not probably, it is out in space somewhere. We could probably go and see how far away, but not interested in going there right this second. I think Dan Keith is who we actually need to talk to. They're on a patrol ship as well. And we're back to Sebastian. So that's knocking out the goals that we can knock out right now, except for visiting an embassy. So let's go ahead and do that. Back to commercial. And just walk into the embassy. Oh, this is the embassy. Venus, Venus. K-leg. All right. Yeah. Most sovereign states in the system observed a tiered immigration status, or strata, usually ranging from undocumented illegal immigrant up to full citizenship. Person strata dictates which rights they enjoy within the sovereignty. Rights can include access to certain areas of services, trade authorization, or even legal protections or permissions. Such rights are usually conferred by parents through birth, and in some cases by being born in the territory. I won't butcher the Latin, but I do know what it actually means. Uh, I can read Latin weirdly, but I can't really speak it. Uh, Obtaining legal status after birth usually involves applying for a visa and may include getting a sponsor and or paying a significant fee. K-Leg offers no legal citizenship, only corporate sponsored permanent residence. Unlike many sovereignties, K-Leg immigration pathways conspicuously lack sponsorship programs, except perhaps those favored by the harbor master personally. So investor visa, if we have 5 million, which we don't, unfortunately, they're overrun with applicants. So this kiosk is actually no longer accepting that. Try the Venus indices, it tells us. Skilled labor. They, we have more than one of these. Again, not gonna. They'd rather have us here as illegal. They don't want to make us a real citizen. Uh, so we're going to leave. Try Venus indices. Okay, fortunately, those are right here. Uh, Skilled labor. So I believe we don't already have, we will soon have one more of those. Uh, we don't have the money though. And I think it actually forces you to go to Venus. Never actually gotten citizenship. I also believe, and this is a belief, I don't have this, I don't know this for sure, that once you have legal status somewhere, then you could say uh, you're effectively granted legal status elsewhere. So I could purchase a home and private dock here on K-Leg if I wanted to. Probably not what I'm going to do because I kind of like the sort of backstory that is suggested in the character creation that our goal is ultimately to get off this rock altogether. But it did get rid of whatever. Did it? Oh no, it just replaced it with the new goal, which is to obtain a permanent residence. So we didn't mark anything off our list. We just involved them into more goals. So I think it's back to the ship at this point, do some repairs, and try to get everything sold that we can. Back to the port. The cheapest food cart is, of course, uh, at, at the estate's transit station because, you know, it's rigged everywhere. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. We are gonna. It's automatically going back to do those repairs, but I'm gonna slap on the auto task and turn up the speed, so it'll just jump from job to job. I think there's a ton here. We need a motor here. I think it's got what it needs. All right. Looks like. Come on. Let's grab that motor. Sometimes your character gets hung up on what they can't do rather than focusing on what they can do. All right, everybody, hydrate. And really, it is water, not vodka. Okay. See, now that he finished the repair, oh, well, he's doing the restoration on the pump. Hopefully, we'll be able to sell that and make it worth the pain. I mean, I know we'll be able to sell it. It's just a matter of whether it's enough to make up for the time and energy we've put into it. and money in the case of the motor. Are you really not going to switch over to, see, like this floor? Could use some restore. Since we're out of power. Fortunately, we're in a position to fix that. You know, it costs a lot, over twice what we've got right now, but hopefully we'll either find a laser welder, be able to buy one a little cheaper from the fixer, or, you know, shortly save up enough money to get a laser welder, which is a lot better option. The battery basically lasts for, you know, forever. You forget to even have a battery on it. It takes so long for it to run down. Uh, here. Okay, working on our dolly, which really shouldn't be run down. I just bought it, but hey, it is sitting out here in the vacuum. And it's totally perfect. So let's get us off of that and set us back to Autotask, see what it does. Okay. It is working on a door, which actually needs it. If your character's behaving weirdly on Autotask, it's always worth checking the roster to see if maybe you have told it not to restore parts or can't go through an airlock or can't leave the ship. Uh, these are super useful if you don't want these things to happen, but they're a real bummer when you do need them to happen and you've forgotten that that's why. There is also, and this is really easy to miss, this gives us, they're in order from right to left, so everything's set at a 3 right now, but we can change this to say, for instance, give it, tell it to restore, repair, and restore. Now, at this point, because we've set it at a 2, reading from this side to this side, it's going to repair first, then restore, then operate, then patch, then construct, then demolish, then haul. We actually want to go ahead and set demolish first, so it'll demolish before it constructs. Patch should probably be number 1, but I never actually do it. I just go ahead and replace it with whatever it needs or fix it, repair it. I don't do haul much. usually just haul things myself because I can do it much more efficiently with the hand truck than the character can. Operates like switches, so it's not horrible for that to be number one. So right now the order would be operate, repair, restore, demolish, patch, construct, and haul. Right, it is bogged down again. Why? Because the Halverson's low again. I'd like that to be in there, even though it's a pain to pull it out. All right. Now we go back to Autotask. It's dragging the crate. Slows you down. You know, doors are pretty readily available. You can almost always get at least one off any given wreck. So I'm not going to install my fourth door here at this point. I'm going to just go ahead and sell both of these. And that should pretty much wrap up today's stream. So I'll have two more after this, potentially tomorrow, but probably the next day, because I need to let my voice rest a little bit. And that would wrap up what I've planned to do for this potential stream. Probably just start a fresh game and do it again. But there's nothing to say that I won't pick this one up and just do some more stuff with it, either at a later date or just continuing straight on from after episode 15. 15 was my goal. I felt like I could do a good introduction for somebody who has not played the game much, help them get a grip on the basics, because the learning curve on this game is super steep. Right, how far away are we? Okay, we're back to repairing the ship, which is good. All right, the Halverson's low again. Really need that, really missing that laser welder. All right. So we're down to just a few floor tiles at this point. I think I'm gonna save that for when I'm out at a wreck. So it's stalling out again. I'm not quite sure why. Try to force fixing the floor. Store. Uh, Structure cutter is the Halverson again. Just did this. Jeez. It's so spoiled once you have the better tools. A lot of times, once I have a little bit larger ship, I actually have two of the basic chargers. So four total, and two laser chargers as well, even though that one isn't quite such a bottleneck. And that also makes it easier once you add a crew member. I see it's still got power. Oh, maybe it's maybe it's the grinder. Yeah, okay. Right. Let's just make sure quick. Stop dragging that, please. Oh, my headache went away. I thought it was being caused by being in the suit so much. Of course, I think we got it while we were still in the previous suit, where you'd have carbon dioxide build up. Here, we've got a filter to take care of that. So we don't have any problems with that. Sleep really looks like we're polishing things that don't need polishing. Let's restore floor tile. Better get these taken care of so that it's not doing those when I need it to be doing something else. But I can't wait till I get to a wreck on those. So I'm gonna shut things down here with this and we are going to take a nap. And then get off this rock again. Let's see what the fixer might buy of the stuff we just buffed up. I went to commercial. I needed to go to the bar. Fixer. So it's got a battery for the laser torch. You can see just the battery is nearly 10,000 bucks, even at his discounted price. Uh, the station, the charging station for it, but he doesn't actually have the laser welder, which even at his prices is still going to be probably well more than what we've got right now. So sell a few things. He does want those doors. It's about as good as you're ever going to get for a door. I'm not even sure we made money on this one. I think we paid about 400 bucks for it, so we did make a little money, but it probably wasn't worth our time. And let's go ahead and sell that Halverson. That's not the best price ever, but it's a good price. Gonna hold on to that canister. He didn't want it anyway. Gonna hold on to the battery. And cha-ching. All right. I don't think we don't owe anything yet. And let's go take a nap because we're tired and dirty. Let's clean up and go to bed. Lost PDA. Awesome. Let's see what might be aboard. This is why the hacker skill is awesome. So, yeah. Go into files. This is our PDA with the asterisk here, so we're going to put it on this side. Here's the other one without the asterisk. And we've got some items. Now this is just lore dump galore, but it lets you learn about other locations, some of which exist in the game and some of which don't at this point. This is going to be the same thing again. There we go. Yeah, it's actually the exact same thing, really. I'm going to clicked. There we go. New cow. I'm not going to stress my voice by reading all these out to you. But again, it's just basically a lore dump. Gives you flavor. Believe New Cal is a visible location in the game, but I've never actually been there. If not, it's the other Venus location. Okay. Terrified Spacer describes witnessing the Mariner do an EVA spacewalk. They wonder inconclusively if its helmet contains a skull, whether that be worse or better than a full unblinking human face. This is a lovely part of the lore of the game. Yeah. Not going to spoil that for anybody, but it has meaning. Tharsis landing on Mars. That was a lot of work for just fun. Usually get one of those. head back to the fixer. And show you that was fortuitous. You can see that some of the things we actually just sold him are now available at considerably higher prices than what he paid us. There it is. Actually, it's going to be on my personal phone at this point. Should be in here. Okay. Now, notice he won't pay anything for the phone itself. But the data, all those contacts, those lore dumps, he's willing to pay something for. Now, I think there was a, one of them was a, do you look at, did I lose one there? We'll see. Oh, this is the Tharsis Landing one, which is basically propaganda. not a contacts, which then has the lore dump with it. So we're going to sell those. We're going to sell the crypto wallet. He didn't want to pay for anything the others, but that's another $1,400 that we didn't have just a minute ago. Now, back to what our original goal was here. No, we don't have a license right now because ours expired. But we could sell that empty phone, and they might buy some of the data the fixer didn't care about. But right now, we're just going to go have a good sleep. About to hit the end of the shift, but yet. So first thing we want to do, actually, let's clean up first. Still got something in the sink. We do have the sink. Freshen up. You know, probably better. Water's expensive. Hygiene packs are relatively cheap. It'd probably be better to use one of my hygiene packs. This is fine too. So we're now well groomed. And come over here. Set down our crates. Take off our suit. And adjust the roster to sleep time. It's probably going to take us at least 4 hours. I'm just going to push it out just in case, because I want to be very well rested. I'm going to be a long time before I need to sleep again. Okay. Let's get in bed. Sleep. Wandering around half naked. Watching drama reruns. Probably I'm gonna let that finish because it gives us some social options. But I need to put us on free time at some point so I don't get cranky. All right. Let's head back here. Get in bed. Now the sleep will actually be beneficiary because I actually set the roster for sleep, so this is quote sleep time. And the bed's a pretty crappy bed. What I want is when we expand our ship a bit, we can install that nice bed and get much better sleep. We lay down. And we're unconscious. So there are no risk factors. Oh, I'm already showing that I'm in the regular one without even doing this. That's bizarre. I'm going to just do 1 hour. See what that gets us. Yeah. While we were asleep, we fantasized about our lost love with Pedro, who was part of our character creation. He's our previous lover. Before things grew cold. Going to go ahead and pay for our. Now, we didn't get dockage fees while we were running around at normal time, but do the fast forward, we do. Mortgage is going to happen either way. So again, let's throw on at least 1 more hour. Probably going to need 2, so let's just do it. So not quite. I'm adequately rested, but not very well. Fees. Hurts. Let's go ahead and do 2. Yeah, there we go. Very well rested, which is what we were after. Dreamed about re-engineering the ship, skilled in spaceship engineering. I think this actually boosts your skill. So you're learning while you're asleep. Sleep learning. No, spaceship engineering we're already there on, so we're not working on that one. These would be the things we can learn. So it's not a sleep learning. It's just we dream about that because it's something we know. Hate it when I dream about work. It's almost like you didn't get to sleep. And are we paused? Okay. Come back here. Need to fix the roster, so I'm in charge again. Pick up our shit. Put on our suit. It's ready. We got a good charge for our light. think I'm ready to leave the station again, which means we're going to go ahead and end this stream and pick up on another day. In the meantime, I'm going to get us back to here because the first thing we're going to do is check gigs to see if there's one that we could run next stream, and then buy a license, sell anything that we need to sell before we take off. And we're hungry. Got that. Don't have any water, actually. Let's double check here. No, oh, that's a bummer. I should have filled that up back at the dorm room. I can actually fill it up at the station sink over here, hopefully. So yeah, check for a gig that has a nice payout, might be enough to get us flush for a while, be not quite such a slave to our payments. Let's go grab some food and some water. Here's another phone. You know what to do with those. There's the new one. Paranoid sounding captain's log about a doomed expedition. The report is interrupted partway through by the sounds of violence, angry voices, and ship alarms. Exact same thing. A lossless audio file of Putting It In by JT Smooth. Lore dump. Perhaps more disturbing than the PPP remnants are the Perpetual Protein Project. Remnants are the rumors of a more developed or even proto-specimen. Although no one claims to have first-hand account of this creature, stories describe a towering bipedal goat-like creature. Accounts vary some, with curved horns featuring occasionally, and some even claiming that it has the ability to speak. Superstitious spacers have taken to calling him a zygote man, though frequently seem reluctant to openly speak the name. I wonder if that will have meaning. Okay, we're already hackers, so we don't need this, but gladly buy it from us. No water. Bummer. Okay, let's go back to the dorm. We didn't use the last of the water there. And we could just buy water, but oh, we've got something available for free. I like to just find it as much as possible. So we've got one dose left. You can actually do the dispense by holding this in your hand, but I find it easier most of the time just to inventory on that puppy and just, oh, thank you, Mr. Otto. Wait till it settles down after the autosave. Just drop it right in. Alrighty. The stuff we're going to get rid of, so let's go ahead and pick it up. Don't remember if I left anything in the bins. One of the things I do, one of the sort of made up quests that I have is I like to collect all the t-shirts, but I like to collect the ones that are in really good condition. Move these over to the actually, let's make sure we do. I pretty much knew that, but it never hurts to check. No, I can cheese this by got inventory here. Oh, no. I thought I had pockets in this coverall, but maybe not. I do in this. No, it's just the clip point. Anyway, I'm going to drop these into bulkhead bin, and head on out. I'm most likely, oh, not the bulkhead bin, I meant to put it into this rack, because I'm most likely to check there first. There. All right. Let's move these over first. Try this again. Just in case. Clobbered by memory of the dumbest thing you've ever said. I think I've already read this in one of the last two screens, so we're just going to skip it off. Skip it. But yeah, a couple hours or years of therapy to shake that one off. Just at least one free inventory space. Okay. In case we run across another digital assistant. And that's where we're gonna leave it for today and this episode. I'm gonna do a save standing right here. First thing we'll do next time is check the gigs and grab a license before heading out to the. Let's do a quick. So paid up on our dock fees. Grab some reaction juice, which is nitrogen. Grab some air, which is oxygen. We don't actually have a nitrogen canister installed for atmosphere. You can see that that's brutal in the amount that we're using because we're going in and out and there's no airlock. So the cost of that is eating us alive. We really want to get a protected airlock between the bridge and the airlock so that we've got at least one step in there when we're not losing all our air every time we open the door to the bridge. And power. This is your most limiting factor. So as soon as you can afford another battery or find another battery you can patch up, get it installed. And here we go. See you soon. Thanks again for joining me on my stream for Ostranauts. I've got a goal of doing two more after this to get to 15. We'll see where I'm feeling after that. If I want to start a new one, play something different altogether, or just keep going with this one. I'm enjoying this stream a lot. Enjoying this character and sort of what I have in mind as far as his personality and his ethics or lack thereof. So we will see where that leads us. You have a good day.